Today we are playing Izzet Prowess. Prowess has been an archetype that's been around for a while. With the recent addition of Cory Steelcutter, this deck became more viable and better than ever, I would say. It's a relatively cheap deck for modern standards, and it can kill opponents really quickly. Opponents might be caught off guard. If they don't answer a Swift Spear or a Slick Shot Show Off, it could be over in no time. What this deck is trying to do, it's really trying to have Swift Spear or Slick Shot Show Off in play, and then now Cory Steelcutter, and just trying to cast spells so the creatures get pumped by the Prowess mechanic. On Slick Shot Show Off, it's not mentioned as such, but it basically mimics Prowess. Swift Spear gets +1/+1 when you cast a non-creature spell, and the nice thing about this is that it's a cast trigger, so even if your stuff gets countered, it would still get the Prowess trigger. Slick Shot Show Off would only get +2/+0, so it still dies to a lightning bolt. That's something you have to be aware of. It could be a strategy to plot this creature, especially when you want to cast a Cory Steelcutter later. This is basically then a free spell, and Cory Steelcutter triggers on every second spell. It also allows you to avoid your opponent using damage-based removal or other types of removal in their turn or at the end of your turn after you cast a Slick Shot Show Off. And if you have nothing to trigger the Slick Shot Show Off with, it might be better to actually plot this instead of dealing the 1 damage. It would deal without any of these non-creature spell cast triggers. This is an Izzet build, so Expressive Iteration is an option. It's a really good option. It digs 3 cards deep. It allows you to pick something to put in your hand to exile, and you can cast it that same turn, and you can bottom 1 card. So this really allows you to either dig for land or for more spells or even a creature in case you need to get the damage in. For Preordain, this could work well on turn 1 if you're looking for another creature or possibly a creature. Really nice card filtering, card draw spells. Then there's 4 Lava Dart. This deals 1 damage. You could deal with like an Ocelot Pride or an Orcish Bowmasters, but also just deal 1 to your opponent. The nice thing about this card is that you could flashback it from your graveyard. You could cast it again from your graveyard by sacrificing a mountain to get 1 more point of damage in, but possibly more if you could trigger Prowess on your creatures or possibly Cory Steelcutter. 4 Lightning Bolt is just good to either go face or destroy one of your opponent's creatures. 4 Mythogenic Growth. This is a pay 2 life, give at least +2/+2 to one of your creatures, possibly more with that Prowess mechanic. 2 Violent Urges. This is really good if you have Delirium. It gives your creature +1/+0 and first strike until end of turn, but if you have Delirium, it gains double strike until end of turn. So casting this and targeting your Slick Shot Show Off really could deal a lot of damage with just 1 single attack. Then there's 4 Mishra's Bauble. This is just a nice way to trigger Prowess, to draw a card, to look at your opponent's top card or possibly your own, and it is an artifact, so that's useful for Delirium purposes. Dragon's Rage Channeler filters your future draws, possibly could fill up your graveyard by surveilling 1 whenever you cast a non-creature spell, and if you have Delirium, Dragon's Rage Channeler is a 3/3 with flying. The only downside is that it would have to attack every combat. So be aware of that. Maybe if you don't want to hit Delirium and have your Darcy attack into something like a Murktide, maybe you want to try to cast your spells in your second main phase. So Darcy is not forced to attack after your first main phase. Mana base is straightforward. There's a Thundering Falls to Surveil, possibly turn 1 play, or later when you're trying to not flood and you have nothing better to do with your fetch land. 3 Steam Vents, 3 Mountains, 1 Fiery Islet. This allows you to sack it and draw a card to possibly get Delirium or get that spell that you need. Sideboard wise, there's 2 Oculus to basically switch your game plan a bit. You are filling up your yard pretty quickly, so this deck could support Oculus, and you could board it in if you expect the game to continue a bit longer and your opponent is likely not expecting this. 3 Consigned to Memory, mostly for colorless decks. 1 Meltdown to deal with the more affinity kind of decks. 1 Soul Guide Lantern could deal with Flage, with other pesky cards in opponents' graveyards. 2 Spell Pierces, this is really to stop combo decks. It's not super good in the late game, but it could save you from a board wipe or something else. 1 Spell Snare, this could be nice against a counterspell or an Ajani or something else that costs 2 mana. 2 Surgical Extraction, this is also a free spell by paying 2 life, and it allows you to take away your opponent's combo piece, to take away a Flage for free, more or less for free, and it triggers Prowess. It's really good in this deck. And then 3 Unholy Heat to possibly get rid of a creature because it deals 6 damage if you have Delirium, which is what this deck is all about. You're trying to reach Delirium for Dragon's Rage Channeler, for Violent Urge. So this works really well in this shell as well. Let's play. We are on the play against a Lutri deck. Kudos to our opponent. We don't have a threat, so we will maul. Do have a Swift Spear now. We will bottom the Thundering Falls and keep. We will fetch and shock. Cast a Swift Spear and swing. Opponent plays a Swamp and Dreams of Steel and Oil. No hits. Really? It's unfortunate. Find a Lightning Bolt. I think we should start with the Preordain. We will bottom the land, keep the Preordain, and then just go Preordain again, taking 1 in the process. Mountain Mutagenic Growth. We'll bottom the mountain and we will take the Mutagenic Growth. Could deploy it now. Let's hold on to it for a possible Lightning Bolt. Damage base removal. Hopefully we can find another creature and start bumping both of them. You turn Mutavault into a creature. So it gets -3/-3. Sure. So we will pump the Swift Spear. So it survives. Is this only target creature? Yeah. Alright. Find a Darcy. How many types do we have in the yard? 3. Let's play our Darcy. Here with Mesa. I think we should just dart. See what we surveil into the yard. Expressive iteration. Kind of want to hold on to that. But if we fetch, we will lose it. Yeah, let's just keep that on top. In case we have to fetch, we will do it, but ideally not. Hit our opponents for 2, 13 all. Free the Fae. Mill 4 cards. Okay. Big Lock Prankster. Flying and Vigilance. Okay. Do we have a Shieldred's Edict? It's not good because it makes us sacrifice a creature. No, Shieldred's Edict. Yeah. Okay. EI. We'll surveil later. Go blue, red. Let's see. Opponent might have a fatal push. A Darcy, we will surveil that away, so Darcy is online. Murderous Cut on Swift Spear. No. On Darcy, okay. Exile their graveyard. Let's see what we get of the EI. Mutagenic Growth, Bauble. This would make +6. Boltum. So there's 3, 5, 8. Just one short of killing them. But we will go for it anyway. Oh no, we got there, we have Lava Dart too. So let's surveil here. Or surveil, we will get a mountain. We will deploy Mutagenic Growth. Grow. We will bolt them. Swing. Lava Dart them. Oh, flashback. Sack a mountain. Deal 2 more damage. And mutagenic growth. Opponent concedes. Alright. Up against a Lutri deck. We'll bring in some spell pierces. Spell snare, I saw a 2-mana spell. Possibly a counter spell. Extraction is useless since they only have one copy of every card except for lands, possibly. Fetch lands. Oculus. Good work. Let's just board those in. Go down on the violent urges. Mutagenic growth. 1 EI. Submit. Lutri. This is okay. We have our Surveil land in hand. Steel Cutter. Let's keep this. We'll lead on the Thundering Falls. Could aggressive a bit more. We could mulligan a bit more aggressively, but Fairy Seer, okay. Scry 2. It's a 1/1 flyer. Yeah, we'll lead on the Arid Mesa then. Since we want to hold a Spell Pierce or a Spell Snare up. In case they cast a Thoughtseize, Streams of Steel and Oil. Get a Watery Grave. Shock that in. Inquisition of Kozilek. Yeah, we will Spell Pierce this. So we could go Corey Steel Cutter, Bobble next turn. Get hit for 1, okay. Opponent doesn't want to keep a chump blocker back. EI is good. Steel Cutter. Bobble. Yep. Since they have some discard spells, we will bobble them in their upkeep. 16 all. Let's see what they draw. We have 3 cards left in hand. Thought Scour. Okay. You almost have Delirium. They still swing. Okay. Oh, they have a ninjutsu creature. Okay, they get to draw a card. Sure. No land drop, okay. Mutagenic growth, good pickup. Expressive. Let's go expressive, see what we get. Prowess. Slick Shot, Spell Pierce. Another expressive. Put a slick shot in hand. EI at the bottom. Exile the spell pierce. I think we will just go Arid Maze, hold the spell pierce up. Pay 2 life for a mutagenic growth. It's a bit unfortunate to lose 2 life, but I think the extra token is useful. So we're swinging for 7 here. Opponent down to 9. Okay. They do get to draw. Maybe we should have played a Thundering Falls to go Slick Shot EI, but it's alright. I'm not expecting a Blood Moon or Harbinger, so we could fetch our Steam Fence here. Depth, of course. Good Spell Snare, our own expressive. Another expressive. Let's cast it. Prowess triggers. Darcy land. Swift Spear. Darcy is online. Do we want to maximize our damage here? I think we will put the Darcy in hand. Swift Spear at the bottom and the land in exile. We will play that land. Play Darcy. Get another token. Start swinging. Spell Snare up. Opponent places a little bit too fast. We'll sack one of the tokens. Oh, we could have Spell Snared that. Yep, that was a bit of a punt. Okay, we'll still swing for 4 then. Forgot about Spell Snare. Could have Spell Snared that, but opponent is down to 7. We have a blocker. 4 cards in hand. They do attack. Let's just block so they don't get to draw. They might mess with our graveyard. Thought Scour, okay. Sure. They let us mill 2 cards, okay. No Lava Dart in the yard yet. Opponent is dead next turn. Not really sure why they attacked. Yep, they concede. We are on the draw. You have a one lander. We have preordain. Let's keep. Okay. Waiting for our opponent. Opponent likely thinking about their turn one play. We will shock in the steam fence, probably cast a preordain if we don't pick up a second land. Opponent might go after our preordain right now. Or take the steel cutter. They take our Swift Spear, that's fine. Find a violent urge. They might have another Thoughtseize going after our steel cutter. But we'll just preordain. See what we could pick up. We could pick up a land. And a slick shot. I think we should top the land so we could go steel cutter bobble next turn. And then pick up the slick shot show off. So we won't bottom anything. And we will top the land. Oh, we draw the land, of course. That's even better. We will just pass. Forgot that preordain draws, of course. So now we would likely plot a slick shot show off. Or go Corey Steel Cutter bobble. Opponent is at 18, we are at 18. Yeah, let's get the Steel Cutter in play. Opponent might have a fatal push up. They don't know about the slick shot show off. We attach the equipment to the token. We will attack them. They take it. Could bobble them right now. I'd rather hold on to it. We might have a Bowmasters. Okay. They go after our Corey Steel Cutter, sure. We will bobble them in response. Utopia Sprawl. Okay, we still get to keep our token that has Prowess. Find another slick shot show off and a preordain. Could cast a preordain, trying to find another land. Or just plot a slick shot show off. Go iteration even. Yeah, let's go iteration, trying to find another land. There it is. So we will... Do we want to put more power into play next turn, or EI again. What do we have in our yard? 3 types. EI is nice. I'd rather take the Swift Spear, I think. We will bottom the EI and play the land for turn. And then likely cast the Swift Spear and swing for 3. Just pass the turn. Opponent is at 13. Shocks in an overgrown tomb. Cast the Utopia Sprawl that they likely drew. Utopia Sprawl is on green. And they pass the turn. Okay. So we could Slick Shot or Swift Spear. We still don't have Delirium, no. I think we should just go Slick Shot and have Lava Dart up. Just put more power in play, swing, see what happens. Opponent doesn't do anything, then we will just Lava Dart them. Get a bunch of Prowess triggers. Opponent likely doesn't have a Bowmasters in play. We can flashback the Lava Dart. Would that be lethal? Opponent down to 9, this would be a 5. Yeah, let's just flashback the Lava Dart, be a bit greedy here. See if we can kill our opponent here. Opponent is at 9, this would be lethal. Tamiyo's safekeeping. Okay. That's not enough. Unless they have 2 of them, of course. Okay. Still have 1 green mana up. And they die. Alright. So we're against a Golgari kind of card draw deck. I think Meltdown is not really useful. We haven't seen any artifacts. Consign. Spell Snare. Against the possible Bowmasters. Spell Pierce might be nice. I'm assuming they are playing some... what's that card called? Shieldred, so maybe we should board in some Unholy Heats. And just an Oculus to go a bit slower. Just get rid of the Swift Spheres, maybe. And kind of need the baubles for Delirium. And to fill our graveyard for Oculus. Maybe get rid of Violent Urge. One Spell Pierce. Just run it like this. Again, we have a one lander. We do have a Darcy. Yeah, let's keep this. It's hard for them to deal with the flyers, I think, other than a Fatal Push. My thought sees us again, they don't. Alright. Preordain. Yeah, I think we want to cast that Preordain. So we will fetch Shock. Also, some insurance against the possible Bowmasters. If we cast a Preordain later, I think we should bottom both. We're really looking for a land here. Doesn't matter what the order is, there's the land, okay. So next turn we could possibly play our two Darcys, cast a Mutagenic Growth. Then possibly reach Delirium. They might have that Maelstrom Pulse that gets rid of both of the Darcys though. Maybe it's just better to put one Darcy in play to avoid that. And just hold up Lava Dart, Mutagenic Growth, and then Surveil. Fatal Push, sure. That helps us to gain Delirium as well. Opponent down to 19. Plays a Verdant Catacombs and passes. We will fetch. Go to 16. Thundering Falls. Surveil. If our opponent passes priority, that is. And we find a Lightning Bolt. Yeah, let's keep that. So we could play Corey Steelcutter, Darcy. Yeah, let's do that. We will just shock this in. Go Steelcutter. Go Darcy. They cast an Abrupt Decay, sure. Darcy is online now. Yeah, we still get the token. It doesn't have haste. We will just pass. Opponent didn't fetch. Still at 19. We will cast an EI next turn. Opponent plays a forest and passes the turn, okay. We find a Slick Shot Show Off. That's also pretty good. Yeah, let's just cast that then. And then we will do the EI thing, next turn. Just swing. Our opponent doesn't do anything. Deal 6 here, 9, could go lightning bolt. This is 4 damage, no wait, I have to do the math here. So if we cast mutagenic growth and lightning bolt, slick shot will be a 5/2 plus 2 extra points of damage, 7, 10, 13 plus 3, 16, so that wouldn't be lethal. So I think I just want to cast a lava dart, and we have that in the graveyard too, to possibly flashback. Opponent is fetching. If they shock something in, we could have lethal. They don't. Surveil 1, okay. So they are losing 2 life, so we would have lethal now. Opponent might be looking for a fatal push. And Oculus. Yeah, let's keep that. Opponent down to 15. We'll just pay 2 life. We'll give the monk token the +2/+2. In case they want to push something, I'd rather have them push the monk token than Darcy or Slickshot show off. This should be lethal. It's not lethal. Okay, I miscalculated this. Oh, I should have flashback the lava dart. Alright, that's a punt. We do have a lightning bolt in hand, so that should be good. Yeah, if only we flashback the lava dart. Kind of unfortunate. They do cast the Utopia Sprawl. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Okay, we both draw a card, Oculus. And opponent concedes. We are on the play. This hand is kind of slow, but we do have enough threats, so we will just keep. We will surveil. And likely plot a slick shot show off. Turn 2. We'll get a Thundering Falls. Darcy is nice. We will just play the Darcy instead. And then Scalding Tarn, hold up a lava dart. Okay, do we want to deploy the lava dart now? No, we'll shoot the Thraben in our own turn. Let's just thin the deck here. We will get a Steam Vent stepped. preordain. Let's shoot that Thalia. Darcy into the yard. Wanna get delirium here. We'll shock in the steam vents. Cast the preordain. Mitogenic growth could be useful for a steel cutter. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. We will pick up the land and then draw the mitogenic growth. So we could even go double steel cutter or even go slick shot. Noble Hierarch, okay. Stoneforge Mystic, could be dangerous. Caldera complete. Wish we had a lightning bolt right now, but we don't. Just get a basic mountain out of our deck. So we could go double steel cutter or deploy the slick shot show off. Also have a lava dart. Caldera complete has haste. I think we should just go steel cutter, surveil. We will surveil that into the yard. Go steel cutter again. Create a token. A land. We will bin that. Then we could pump or we go lava dart. Let's just lava dart the Noble Hierarch here. Surveil a slick shot show off into the yard. Noble Hierarch gone. We still have delirium. Okay, and we will pass. Sort of punted here with the Corey steel cutter. But it is what it is. They get a 5/5 beater with lifelink. Are they going to attack? Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have lifelink, okay. Now we should get enough going for us. Here we go. I think this is lethal. We will cast this. We will pay 2 life. Give Darcy +2/+2. Lightning bolt. Just bin that. Don't even know what we're looking for right now. I think we will just swing and see what our opponent does and just pump the unblocked. Just pump the unblocked creature here. So this is 2, 4, 7, 9, 14. It's lethal already. Four, 7. Yeah, even if they block, it's lethal. Opponent blocks that. You just pump. Dump this thing here, doesn't really matter. Unless they have a path to exile or something. They are dead on board. Yep, alright. So, Caldera complete. Could bring in a spell snare against that Stoneforge Mystic. Consign to memory against the Stoneforge. Opponent might bring in some artifacts against us. Yeah, let's just board this in. I think the flyers are really good. We'll just board out the Swift Spears. Maybe get the Oculus in. Get rid of 2 Violent Urges. Run it like this. So we are on the draw. 3 lands, consign, bauble, show off. Yeah, let's keep. Turn 1 we will play our fetch land. Nope, we will play our Darcy. Good fetch. Basic mountain. Get another type in the yard. Let's do that. Opponent might have a fatal push. Not sure if I saw any black mana. Could hold on to the bauble for Corey Steelcutter, Slick Shot, Show Off. But I'd rather draw another card and see whether we could give Darcy Delirium ASAP. Let's open up our graveyard. Opponent is surveilling. And surveils a Temple Garden into their yard. Okay. Just cast the bauble. Surveil. Another Slick Shot, Show Off. We will just bin that. And we will draw a card in their upkeep. Or bauble them in their upkeep. Deafening Silence. So that's some hate they warded in against us. Alright. They will likely play that. Yep, there it is. We draw a card, another Steelcutter, and an Oculus. That's nice. We'll just shock in the Steam Vents. Go with the Corey Steelcutter, Surveil. Hopefully. Yep. That is Delirium. Alright, so we are going to attack with Darcy. Yep. So next turn we will cast our second Steelcutter. Most likely. Or we should plot our Slick Shot Show Off. And just surveil this turn. Or we could go Show Off. Preordain and then create. Get as much damage in as we can. Now let's play it safe. Can hold Consign up too. Just attack here. We'll plot this slick shot. Could also attach Quarry Steel Cutter to Darcy, but Endurance. Okay, that's a bit late. We could consign the trigger. I think that might be useful. Do we care about that? Yeah, let's just consign this trigger. Although they can easily block the Darcy. We do get a creature token. We won't pay to replicate. Choose this. Pay. We surveil Fiery Islet. Is that something we want? Next turn we go Quarry Steel Cutter, Slick Shot. Could draw a card. No, I don't think this is what we need right now. Oh, we didn't cast a spell, of course. We plotted the Slick Shot show off, so we don't get the trigger of the Steel Cutter. Opponent is at 13. Might attack. Might hold Endurance back to block our Darcy. Ramming up Excavator, okay. Do have lands in the yard, yep. Okay, so they could start going after our lands with Ghost Quarter. Find the basic plains, Prismatic Ending. Darcy, okay, it's unfortunate. They will attack us now though. Could go Oculus. Maybe we should have kept the land, go Oculus Preordain. We can still do so. Do we want to maximize damage here? Could go Steel Cutter, Slick Shot. I think having Oculus is nice. So let's just play that. Let's fetch a basic mountain here. We will go Oculus. Exiling. Land. Artifact, creature, instant, land. Trying to stay close to Delirium as much as possible. Okay. We can cast the Slick Shot. And we get a Monk token. And then we will go Preordain. Give the Monk token +1/+1. Slick Shot becomes a 3/2. Preordain and a land. We will bottom the land and draw the Preordain, and then we will go to combat. See what our opponent does. Are they taking 6 here? They are, okay. We get to Manifest Dread. Okay, we'll just take the mountain. So we're out of mountains. If they go after our lands, we are kind of screwed. They can get us off the blue mana by second Ghost Quarter and then replaying it with Ramunap. They You're gonna take 6 in the air though. They're going with Green Sun's Zenith for x equals 3. What could that be? Grist. That's unfortunate. They will likely down take Grist and destroy our Oculus. Yep, sacking Dryad, I guess. Yep, Oculus is gone. Okay. It's a good play. We could go Steel Cutter Darcy. Or Darcy Steel Cutter actually. Hold on to the Preordain. Won't give, make our monk token a 3/3. And our slick shot would only be a 3/2. But we might be able to kill them. Let's try. Darcy, Steel Cutter. Corey Steel Cutter into the yard. Don't want that. This becomes a 2/2. Can block 2 creatures. Take 4. Let's just swing with the team at them. See what they do. Could hold the slick shot back. Rather get some damage in. They wouldn't be able to fetch anymore. Would be down to 1. Next turn we could equip the Steel Cutters to Darcy. Or cast Preordain. Blocks the slick shot, sure. Okay, take 4. Yep. Likely creating an insect token and then having 3 blockers. We would get another token, maybe. Depends on what we draw. One lava dart, 1 lightning bolt would be enough. Stoneforge Mystic, okay. Could dig Sword of Light and Shadow, okay. Create an insect token. They don't attack, alright. Mutagenic growth. I think we should dig with Preordain. equip the steel cutter. Could equip the steel cutter. Well, that's a better play. We just equip the steel cutter here. Cast the mutagenic growth. Yep. Let's do that. We will swing at them. Then, right? Okay. Huh? I'm attacking with multiple now, okay. Weird. They will use endurance to block Darcy. Then we will give it +2/+2, and they die because it has trample. We will pay 1. Prowess, sure. Surveil. They are dead. We're playing against Lutri again. It's the same player. Yeah, let's keep this. We are on the play. We will just go Mountain, Darcy, and say go. We'll shock in the steam fence, cast the steel cutter. Okay. EI, good. 3 steel cutters here. They spell snare the steel cutter, sure. Bolt in the yard, just trying to reach delirium here. And go. Shock in a watery grave. They do have that counter fairy thing. What do we draw? Swift Sphere. We will just deploy that and swing. Okay, that's good. We will just bolt this thing here, hopefully get delirium. Yep, that's delirium. Oh no, so Swift Spear didn't get countered because the trigger, they had 0 fairies. I bolted the fairy. Yep. Okay. Archmage's Charm. Gain control of Darcy. Alright, do they have delirium? No, they have 2 card types. Darcy is tapped though. We could go Steel Cutter or Preordain. I think we should go Expressive. Try to find another land. Yep, we do. Put the... We put the Slick Shot into our hands. Yeah, let's do that, and then we will take the Scalding Tarn. Oh, I did it the wrong way. We'll just play this then. Shock this in, cast a Preordain. Sure. Sequencing is a bit off. Do we want another EI? I don't think so. I do want the Lava Dart to deal with Darcy. Opponent should have cast the Archmage's Charm in our upkeep. They push the Swift Spear. Alright. They do get to surveil. Two types in the yard still. 3 types now. Hopefully no delirium. Attack for 1, okay. We will go Steel Cutter, Lava Dart. It's probably good. Okay. This is tricky. I think we have to go Lava Dart here. Just deal with Darcy here. Okay. Don't want that to get delirium. Okay, I'll just pass. Next turn, Steel Cutter, Lava Dart, or Slick Shot Show Off. Opponent passes. Mutagenic Growth. 1, 2, 3. Give us a 7-2, 9-2, plus 2 damage. Slick Shot would be game, so let's try. See if that sticks. Opponent has to counter this. They don't. We will Lava Dart them. Sudden Edict. Okay. Sack the Slick Shot, sure. Steel Cutter online. Just start swinging. Next turn we will go Steel Cutter, Lava Dart, and Mutagenic Growth. Sensor. Okay. Haven't seen that in Modern in a while. Opponent plays an island and passes the turn. Okay. Bobble is good. Steel Cutter. Let's see if it resolves. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. Logic not. X equals 2. Sure. Still have 2 mana up. We won't pay, of course, because we can't. Cast the bubble. Create another token. Opponent concedes. We will ward in the Spell Snare. Spell pierces. 2 of the oculi, I guess. Similar to last time. Urges. 1 EI. 2 Mutagenic Growth. Maybe down 1 Preordain. 3-3 split. Yep. Right, opponent still has a companion. And is kind of slow, but let's keep it. We'll just lead on the Scalding Tarn and then take it from there. Opponent plays an island and a Fairy Seer. Darcy is good. Try to hold the Spell Pierce up and surveil. We need that second land. Swamp. And they hit us for 1. Alright. Get our Thundering Falls. Steam Fence is what we need. Just shock this in. Cast our Darcy. Hold up Spell Pierce. Okay. Yep, that works. We will preordain. Don't think this is useful. We will bottom both. Draw another Spell Pierce. Okay. Really need a land here. Opponent brings Lutri to hand. There's another land. So we could go Steel Cutter. But then play nothing. We could plot a Slick Shot Show Off. Let's just go Show Off. We will hold the Spell Pierce up. Maybe we should have fetched the Basic Mountain to limit the damage. Yeah, we will just pass. Could attack or we could block. I think blocking is more valuable. Fairy Dream Thief. Okay. We could cast a Spell Pierce here. Opponent will likely pay for it. Would slow them down and add another card to the yard, so we could go Oculus next turn. Let's try that. Steam Fence, Shock. Taking quite some damage here. Opponent pays. Okay. They don't swing. Alright. Could go Cutter, Bobble. Yeah, let's do that. Force of Negation. Pitching Lutri. That's why we have Spell Pierce. We don't get our token now. So we'll just pass. Fairy Dream Thief. Could hit us for 2. Don't know why they didn't attack last turn. They are swinging. Okay. We're at 9. Opponent is still at 20. Let's cast the bauble. Let's cast the Oculus. Just leave Spell Pierce in the yard. Oh, we're leaving Slick Shot in the yard, sure. Opponent scoops. We are on the play with 2 threats, 2 spells, 3 lands. Let's keep. Opponents fails, keep their top card. Is on Izzet. I think we should just go Darcy Bauble. See what our opponent does about Darcy. Violent Urge. We will bin that. And we'll see what our opponent kept on top. Psychic Frog, alright. Opponent might cast that Psychic Frog. We find another Darcy. Yep. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. Could cast the Darcy. Lightning Bolt the Frog. Would have to get rid of their whole hand. Might be worth it. Let's attack. Opponent blocks, sure. We will fetch. Basic Mountain, cast a bolt, targeting the frog. Hopefully we will hit Delirium here. We do not. Okay. One more look, we do not. Alright. So that kind of failed. Unfortunately, opponent does have to discard. Sin. Have to discard more. They are on that Reanimator stuff. Have to discard another thing. Goryo's Vengeance. They just let this happen, okay. So they probably have a Goryo's Vengeance in their deck. Or in their hand. Frog is, or Darcy is online now. There's Goryo's Vengeance, sure. Okay, get another frog. Attack for 7. I think we're kind of dead here. Let's just let this happen. Didn't expect this. I also expected to hit Delirium off of the Darcy. Opponent draws 7. That's good. If we draw a free spell, we could possibly Deal some damage here. Might consign the trigger. I do have a life linker here. Fetch and shock. Are they pushing? They're just discarding a fear of missing out because they're going to consign the trigger and create a copy of fear of missing out. Not sure why they would discard the lands. Oh, because otherwise they would have to go to cleanup. I see. I think this is game. Just out of threats here. Nothing really we could do. Just cast this slick shot. Preordain. Surveil a lava dart into the yard, that could help. Another preordain, nope. We will bottom the Swiss Spear, get the bauble. Darcy, nope. We're dead here. Alright. Okay. We're up against Reanimator. Spell Snare, Soul Guide, Surgicals, Spell Pierce. Get rid of the mutagenic growths. Violent Urges and run this back. We are on the play at least. We have a Surgical Extraction and a Darcy. Let's keep. We will shock in the Steam Fence, play a Darcy. We have Surgical up. Here we go. Let's open up their graveyard. They play a fetch land and say go. We will go Swift Spear. Maybe we should have played Scalding Tarn actually to hit Delirium. But that's fine. Fiery Islet, we will bin that. Another Darcy, another land. We're not looking for the land. I think we do want a Darcy. Just move to combat. Pass. Opponent fetches. Surveils. Keeps a card on top. Go Faithless Looting, that's good. Might have a spell pierce themselves. So we gotta time the surgical extraction. Probably only use it in response to a Goryo's Vengeance. Do discard or bin a sin. Okay. Expressive Iteration. I think we should just try to surveil here. We won't trigger the Swift Sphere, but so be it. Alternatively, we could go Expressive Iteration. Just get a basic mountain. Yeah, let's do that actually. Shouldn't have fetched or played the land first, but it's fine. Let's see what we get. Gory Steel Cutter. We will bin that to hit Delirium. No, we still won't have Delirium. It's not going super well with our Delirium here. Opponent might have a Fatal Push in hand. This resolves. Put the Swift Spear in hand. Or the land. Could go Expressive, find the land, so we'll put the Swift Spear in hand. Bottom the Arid Mesa and just bolt our opponent here. Surveil again. Gory Steel Cutter. Could keep that on top. Yeah, let's keep that. Do hit Delirium now. Opponent down to 7. Pass the turn. Surveils. Are we afraid of a spell pierce? Should let this surveil happen first. Surgical. Now let's hold on to it. If our opponent counters it, so be it. There it is. We will pay 2 life. Target the sin. They concede. Alright. Do we want to change anything here? I don't think so. Could go more aggro by boarding in the groves. Get getting rid of the expressive iteration, for example. Opponent might have fatal pushes, so let's just run it back like this. Do have some nice cards, but no graveyard hate. I don't think we should keep this. Yeah, let's keep this. We could bubble ourselves, see what we draw. There's a Swift Spear. We do need a land at some point, but I don't want to draw that right now. Want to draw that surgical extraction. There it is. That's very nice. Got very lucky. Let's open up our opponent's graveyard. They just pass. No frog. Okay. See, another land. Wow. We got lucky. So we could bolt here or go Corey Steelcutter. I think Corey Steelcutter is nice. Opponent might have some counter magic up, but that is fine. We do get the Prowess trigger that way. There we go. Attack. And pass. Opponent fetches down to 15. Tainted Indulgence. Okay. Let's see if they discard anything. Traxa. We will just surgical that, get our Corey Steelcutter trigger. They could Force of Negation this. Other than that, they can't really counter it. Traxa. 2 Goryo's Vengeance. Collegan's Command. Consign Fateless Looting, okay. 4 Traxas out of your deck. That's pretty good. Pass the turn. Could destroy our artifact here. And 2 damage. 2 Swift Spear, okay. Find a bubble. That's expressive. Prowess trigger. We will put the Corey Steelcutter in hand. Lightning Bolt at the bottom. Take the Steam Fence. We will shock this in. Lava Dart them. hold on to the bauble and the lightning bolt. Swing. So we do have a lava dart in the yard. Opponent has a Fateless Looting, 2 Gorios. They did find a frog, sure. Go Fateless Looting. Opponent down to 10. We have 3 Prowess triggers. 4 actually. Can deal 4 damage. Ideally we pick up a Swift Spear or something. Then we would deal a lot of damage. They do get rid of our Gorios. They push the token, sure. Down to 8. It's dangerous. We find a Scalding Tarn. So we'll go Steel Cutter. Can kill the frog here, just get in. So we will cast a bubble. Yes. This thing has trample though. Good swing here. Deal 4. 2 more triggers. Let's see what we have on top. Darcy, don't want that. Just get a mountain to hold up against a possible lightning bolt. We'll just swing, see what our opponent does. If they don't block, they are dead. If they do block, they lose their frog. Okay. Unless they can counter this, they are dead. Yep, concedes. Swift Sphere, Bauble, Urge, Preordain. Yeah, let's keep. Opponent down to 6 cards. Keeps their 6. We will fetch and shock. Get some access to blue. Go Swift Spear. Go Bauble. Prowess trigger. We will crack this in opponent's upkeep to avoid the Thoughtseize effect. Opponent down to 18. Okay. Let's crack. Consign to memory. Alright. Place a Bloodstained Mire and passes. We draw a land and a Quarry Steel Cutter. Don't have Delirium yet. Could go Steel Cutter, Violent Urge. Yeah, let's cast Steel Cutter. Mountain. Get a Prowess trigger off the Quarry Steel Cutter. Swing for 2. And then next turn we will go Preordain. Violent Urge. Then opponent would be dead. Opponent surveilled an Emperor of Bones into the yard. Still has that consign. Might have a fatal push. I think we will go Expressive Iteration. Get a Prowess trigger. They might consign the Steel Cutter trigger. Do we want a Slick Shot show off here? Could one-shot our opponent. Could also get the Swift Spear and swing. What do we want to do with the Slick Shot show off? What do we want to do with Swift Spear? The show off in hand, we will bottom the Swift Spear. We'll take the land, play the land, and we will give this +1/+0. Prowess, Flurry. They consign. What do they consign? The Flurry trigger. Are they going to pay the replicate costs? Possibly. Get a basic island. So they replicate, consign to memory, and target the Prowess trigger. Okay, sure. Swing for 3. We have Delirium. Next turn we'll go Slick Shot show off, Preordain. Dubin a Sin. Okay, and they pass, sure. So we will go Slick Shot. Cast Preordain. Pump that Slick Shot. They replicate a trigger again. Sure. What are they going to replicate? Or they are going to consign a trigger. They consign the Flurry trigger, okay. Yep, Preordain. We will take the bubble. we will give our slick shot +1/+0 and double strike. Should we go with the Fiery Islet or the Scalding Tarn? I think the Fiery Islet, so we could always surveil. This thing will get +1/+0. Okay, opponent concedes. Alright. We will bring in the Surgical Extractions, Spell Snare against Goryo's Vengeance, Soul Guide Lantern, 2 Spell Pierces, go down on the Mythogenic Growth. Two Violent Urges. Yeah, let's submit. We are on the draw. We do have a Spell Pierce. Also have a Slick Shot and a Lava Dart. Now let's keep. We'll lead on the Fiery Islet, so we have a Spell Pierce up. Opponent surveils. Keeps the top card on top of their library. We draw another Slick Shot. Just play the Fiery Islet and pass. Play an Undercity Sewer Stepped, of course, because it's a surveil land. I've been a Watery Grave. Okay. Find a Lightning Bolt. You'll just pass. Could have plotted a Slick Shot. I want to keep Spell Pierce up though. Play a Spire Bluff. Plot this Slick Shot. Pass. Spell Pierce might be offline if they find another land and they cast a Goryo's Vengeance. But they have nothing in their hand. Or nothing in their yard. Yet. So next turn we'll play Slick Shot, Bolt, Lava Dart, deal a lot of damage. Find a bauble, that's very nice. So let's cast this Slick Shot. See whether it lives. Might have 2 Fatal Pushes, but we do have the Spell Pierce. Bauble. Good dart, bolt. Let's say let's dart. Five. Flash it back again. I think we should just look at what we're drawing. Another Slick Shot, okay. we flash it back, they are at 17 and we are dealing 14. I think we should just flash it back. Get in for as much as we can here. Can deal 14 or even more, but let's play it a bit safer. Could always bolt them without the attackers. Opponent says LOL. If this bolt resolves, they are dead. Just hold on to it. First see what our opponent will do. Into the flood maw. Sure. Fatal push, yeah. It's a bit too late. Do we want to spell pierce this? Nah, I don't think we care. Opponent is at 3 life. Could have a force of negation. YOLO, right? Yep. We're on the play. Don't have any creatures. That's small. Have a slick shot and a Darcy. Cannot really cast the expressive iteration, so let's just lead on the Darcy. Put the EI back. Dragon's Rage Channeler and pass. Let's open our graveyard. Merfolk. Opponent passes. Gory Steel Cutter. Think we should just swing. Hold up the bolt and the dart for possible shenanigans like Tide Shaper. Hopefully we can find another land of the Surveil. Another Caverns. Whenever it attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. Okay. Dart them. Get the Surveil trigger. Preordain in the grave. We could bolt to maximize our hit. Find another show off. No, just attack again. Opponent down to 17. Island, harbinger of the tides. Okay. So with that trigger on the stack, we will bolt this thing here. And surveil. Opponent will likely crew. Yep. Okay. We really need that surveil trigger. Expressive iteration, nope. Okay. Another land, come on. Are they discarding a card? Aether Vial, okay. No land again. I think we'll just cast the Darcy then. And pass the turn. Okay. They swing for 3 again. Fetch land would be best. They've been a Lord of Atlantis, okay. We cannot block this. Alright. Fiery Islands. So are we going Slick Shot or Swift Spear, Violent Urge? Or even Corey Steel Cutter. Probably Steel Cutter. They might counter this. Do get a surveil trigger. There it is. That's fine. Closer to Delirium. Slick Shot in the yard. There we go. Swing. And pass. Another Master of the Pearl Trident. Gonna hit us for 5. Possibly more with the Mutavault. I don't. We will take 6. Loot away a Hexcatcher. Okay. Land. Yep. That's better. So we could go Swift Spear, Violent Urge. And Surveil. No, we would have to hold back the Swift Spear. Yeah. Yeah. We have to hold back the Swift Spear here. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Just stuck on one land for too long. think we mauled to 6, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll get some spell pierces. Spell snare for their lords. And unholy heats. Get rid of the violent urges. 1 expressive iteration. 3 mutagenic growths. Submit. Enough lands now, let's keep. We will surveil and pass. Aether Vial, sure. Thundering Falls. Could get a basic. Spell Pierce is good. I think we should just plot the slick shot. And pass. Opponent might turn our land into an island. Could cast all 4 spells. Making this a 9-2 with the bolt. We deal 4. Bolt will 3. Close to lethal here. Opponent passes. Okay. Find a Spire Bluff Canal. Should we go for it? I don't think so. Just wait. Try to one-shot them when they are tapped out. Aether Vial, sure. Can't sack the Fiery Islet, but let's see what we draw. Arid Mesa. Could just go for it. Let's do that. There it is. Let's go to combat. One land in the yard. Trickster. Okay. That's fine. We will just pass. Opponent draws. Tide Shaper. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We will take 2. Let's fetch. Get a basic mountain. Possible harbinger. Okay. It's a tidebinder, I guess. Harbinger. Okay. Get a basic mountain. Okay, here we go. Ah, another land, okay. So we will unholy heat this thing here. We will go to combat. Bolt this stupid thing here. Cast a mutagenic growth. Take 9. Play this land and say go. Three cards in hand. Another Mutavault. Tide Shaper again. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. He is swinging. We will fetch. Go to 10. Find a mountain. We'll sack this fiery islet. Draw another land. We're flooding like crazy here. Let's cast a Preordain. Steel Cutter or Slick Shot Show Off. Good Steel Cutter. Slick Shot. I think we should bottom both. Find another land. Alright, just swing, I guess. I think we're dead here. This is really insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands here. Okay. That's fine. Could be dead here. Yeah, we're dead. Very unfortunate. We are on the draw. We have 4 lands, a Swift Spear, Dart, and a Lightning Bolt. It's not enough, I think. It's just too much land. This looks better. 2 Darcies, a Swift Spear, Preordain. I think we will bottom the Darcy and hit the keep button. We will lead on the Darcy. Opponent plays a Yugin's Labyrinth and exiles a Yugin, casts a Talisman. We're up against Eldrazi. Opponent passes, find fetch land. I think I want to lead on the mountain. Opponent might start exiling our lands. We are going Darcy and pass. We will likely play Corey Steelcutter next turn. Opponent is rumbling, so you might expect an Emrakul. What are they taking? Probably the Sprawl, right? They don't take the Sowing Mycospawn. Okay, so next turn our land will possibly get exiled. Do we want to go Swift Spear Preordain? Try to give Darcy Delirium. Yeah, probably, right? One type in the yard. If Darcy has Delirium, it can just keep attacking with the Sowing Mycospawn on the board. Steam Fence. Shock it in. Go Swift Spear. Opponent could have a Castle X command up. Gotta be aware. Let's surveil first. Preordain. Yeah, I guess we'll keep that. We won't reach Delirium this turn. It seems. Bolt. Bolt might be good for clearing the Mycospawn. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I want to take both. Just get the Bolt now. Oh, we passed the turn. Alright, yeah, that's fine. We missed 3 damage here. My bad. Opponent cast the Sowing Mycospawn, exiles or Steam Fence probably. Yep. It's okay. They are ramping up. Hopefully we can hit Delirium here. Preordain. Let's shock in a steam vent again. Go preordain. See what we get. Yep. Wanna hit delirium here. Togenic growth, lava dart. Go bottom lava dart. Draw the mutagenic growth. Could bolt a sowing Myco spawn. Not sure if they would block. Let's just first give the Swift Spear +2/+2. Maybe we should have chosen the Darcy. Another land, no. 4 types in the yard. Just bolt this thing here and get in for 9. Violent Urge, yeah, let's keep that. Okay. So opponent should have been at 8, but we will take it. Next turn we could deal quite a bit of damage, possibly lethal. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Has a Castle-X command. Are they going after Darcy or Swift Spear? I would go after Darcy. X equals 6. Create a bunch of spawns then. Oh, they are exiling cards from the graveyard, alright. And they are creating creature tokens, okay. That's fine. They leave a land and an instant. That's less good. Because we have a land and we're going to draw an instant. They are going to cast a sowing Myco spawn. Are they going to kick it? Yep, alright. Going after our steam fence again, of course. So we don't have delirium anymore. If we cast a violent urge, we won't get it either. We could surveil with the Scalding Tarn. Or we could go Gory Steelcutter. If we surveil something into the yard, find something off the surveil of the Darcy, could hit delirium. This would be a 4/4. No, double strike, not super good. Let's cast this thing here. Surveil, lava dart, sure. So 2 types in the yard. Let's just swing and see what happens. Oh, that's stupid. We should have. Of course, casted the lava dart before, but it's fine. Is our opponent going to block? Possibly with the spawn token. Sowing Micah spawn, okay. So let's just shoot this spawn token here. Sacking a mountain. There's a veil, create a token. Prowess trigger. Opponent has 1 card in hand. Yep. Quarry steel cutter. No. 1 step closer to delirium. Opponent loses their Micah spawn. We have lethal next turn. Deal 3, 6. Do have an answer. Down to 9. Expressive iteration, not super good with 1 land. This thing has reach. Could give Darcy the +1/+0 if it hits delirium, it will attack, but it will have double strike. So yeah, let's do that. See if we can hit delirium here. I think we just have to get in. Surveil. Yep, that's delirium. Opponent could have a Castle X command. Opponent will likely chump block with the spawn tokens. We do have trample though. If they do that, they might be dead. Let's see what they do. Nothing in the yard we could cast. Still have 1 card in hand. Could be a Castle X command. They block, okay. Yeah. Okay, they block the Trampler too. If they sack the spawn, then they will take 3. Arsal is dead. We will deal 1 to the spawn. Opponent down to 7. Okay, I thought there would be some trample damage. Okay. Opponent scoops. Alright. We will bring in some spell pierces for the Castle-like commands, as well as surgical extractions. Consigns are good. Could go with an Oculus, but that's fine. Go down 1 iteration because they're going after a mana. 2 mutagenic growths. Violent urges. 2 bolts. It's probably We're on the draw with a tap land. Could draw twice with the bubble. Rather hold on to the bubble because of the steel cutter and show off. I think we might screw ourselves with this one lander, but let's wing it. There's another land. I think we will go Thundering Falls. See what we draw here. Opponent is fetching themselves. Get a commercial district. They've been a forest. Another Swift Spear. Nah, let's bin that. Gotta hit Delirium for Channeler. Next turn we will just plot a Slick Shot, I guess. Do have a Ghost Quarter. Could get us off blue. Cast the Talisman and pass the turn. Another Bauble. Let's go Gory Steel Cutter. We'll shock in a Steam Vent. Because we might need the blue later. Steel Cutter, Bauble. Create a token. Draw a card. Closer to Delirium. Opponent has a Galvanic Discharge, sure. I'd rather have them use that on this token than Slick Shot show off. Let's see what they... They didn't even pay enough energy. Alright. Opponent misclicked, I guess. They draw Windswept Heath. That's good. Let's just go to combat and swing for 2. We'll pass the turn. Opponent is at 16. We draw Steam Vent. That's good. We'll probably go Slick Shot, Bauble. Lightning Bolt, something like that. They find a bunch of things, but nothing they could cast. So they cast a 3 mana spell to get 3 Eldrazi spawn creature tokens, okay. I think they might have some blockers. Consign is good to keep up, hold up. So let's just go, well, let's first shock in the Steam Vents. We'll go Slick Shot. And then cast the Bauble. And then just swing. They are going to fetch here. Do they have a Castle-X command? Okay, just consign that then. Go Bauble. Prowess, Flurry, Slick Shot. Touch equipment. Prowess. Yeah, we'll just swing, right? Opponent could block what would lose their tokens. There's Castle-X command. Castle-X command. Should have first assigned blockers. Now they take the damage. I can just consign this. Give our stuff one more trigger. Opponent scoops. On the draw, we have a 1-lander. We have a preordain, let's keep. Opponent plays a swamp and passes, alright. Fiery Islet. Let's cast our Darcy here. Pass. Okay. Find a steel cutter. Let's get a basic swamp, basic mountain here. Play the steel cutter and pass. Find another land, that is good. We could go Slick Shot, Preordain. That might be best. Let's play this land. Do we have Delirium already? No, not even close. Opponent could have a fatal push. Let's preordain. We will keep this. Get the mutagenic growth. Swing. 4, 5. Good. Cast the mutagenic growth. Yeah, take a risk here. Let's give the monk token. +2, +2. To fight the power a bit. So we deal 10 to opponent. We are at 13. Opponent takes something. Okay, lava dart, violent urge, it's flying. Yeah. Use the lava dart on this thing and then they are dead. Still had 1 mana, okay. Discard a card, okay. It's not super useful. Let's lava dart this. Yep. Lava dart again. Here, sacking the mountain. Flurry. Think we're there. We deal enough damage here. We'll just violent urge this thing here. Opponent concedes. Alright, so we're up against some kind of graveyard reanimator thing. Let's board in the Soul Guide Lantern. Surgical Extractions. Didn't see a 2 mana spell really. Maybe Ripples was 2 mana. Spell Pierces might be good. We'll go down 2 Urges. 2 Mutagenic Growth. One Swift Spear. 1 Bolt. Let's run it like this. Yeah, this is a keep. Let's open up our opponent's graveyard here. Might hold up a Fatal Push here. We have plenty of stuff to cast, so let's shock ourselves. Cast the Darcy. Pass the turn. Opponent didn't have a push. Okay. Filling their graveyard. Preordain. We have 1 type in the yard. Could just swing and use Mutagenic Growth. Yeah, I think we will cast a Gory Steelcutter here. Mountain Gory Steelcutter. Another Darcy. Let's bin that. Try to get Delirium here. We will pump the Darcy. Get another look at Delirium at this top card. Get a token here. Bobble, let's bin that. Darcy is online. Hit for 7. They are blocking. So it makes sense to surgically extract. We'll see. Trigger. They're far away from casting that, so they'll probably take the... What are they taking? Stitcher Supplier. No. We will surgically extract that. Thundering Falls, let's keep that on top. Stitcher Supplier. Auger Trawler, Bone Shards, Hollow Marauder, Swarm, Souls of the Lost. Okay. Overlord, Troll, Undead Butler. All right. Opponent is at 15, we are at 12. We are drawing Surveil Land. We might plot the slick shot, show off, and pass. We're going to destroy our Darcy, guess. How were they able to cast this exactly? Ah, we helped them cast this, okay. That's unfortunate. Find the Thundering Falls, indeed. Let's see what I get. Darcy is good. Just take the 6, I guess. Let's plot this. 1 damage doesn't really matter. We're on a turn 2 clock. We cannot block this. If we draw a land, we could go expressive. No, we could go expressive iteration anyway. We won't block. Might have lethal here. Drawing the Darcy. They do have an Overlord. Cast that Husk Burster Swarm for 1. Okay. Darcy. Where is our flying friend? Here. Cast. Flurry. Yup. Expressive. Blue, red. Some Prowess triggers. Surveil. Corey Steelcutter, no. Put the Steelcutter into our hands. Preordain at the bottom. No land, unfortunately. Let's cast this. Spell Pierce, nope. Don't think we will get there. Could swing. We won't make it, so that's unfortunate. We helped our opponent cast that Husk Buster thing. Let's bring in 3 Unholy Heats. Go down. 1 Mythogenic Growth to preserve our life. Submit. Yeah, let's keep this. Fetch, shock, go Darcy. Looking for a land here, second land. See what we get after Surveil trigger. Unholy Heat, we will bin that. Pass. See what our opponent draws. Overlord, okay. 3 types in the yard. Opponent plays a Crypt of Academe tapped. Well, it enters tapped, so I think we'll go Swift Spear. Hold the Spell Pierce up. Lightning Bolt, Unholy Heat. Otherwise we'll Surveil. Okay. Let's see what we draw here. Thundering Falls. Darcy. Do we want that? No. He'll sack Swift Spear. Okay. So should have held Spell Pierce up. That's fine. We'll go EI. Put the bubble into our hands. Land at the bottom. Play the land. We'll bubble ourselves. EI. So you have to get rid of that. We need some action here. Let's fetch Shock. Could dig with EI, but rather not. Troll, okay. Find a swamp. Find a Preordain. Not really what we want. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. Has to discard or sack a land. We will just Unholy Heat this. Just deal with it right now while we have the mana. Slick Shot Show Off, that's good. Let's cast that. We have another Steam Fence, right? Yeah. Cast. Well, let's actually just cast a Lightning Bolt here. Save our life total a bit. We bolt them, hit them for 3. And we have a Spell Pierce. 12 all. Stitcher Supplier, okay. Overlord. We cannot Spell Pierce that. Alright. It's unfortunate. They do have 9 black creature cards in their graveyard. Let's see if we can somehow kill them this turn. EI. That's good. Find a bauble, Preordain, and a mountain. We cast. They could have another flare though. 1, 2. we cast 2 spells, that would mean that it's a 7-2. That's not enough. Good spell, Pierce the Flare. Can only do that. Yeah, I think we just have to put the Preordain in hand. Bottom the mountain and exile the bubble. Cast. Well, maybe we should have gone Preordain first. Preordain. Another trigger. Quarry Steel Cutter. And a Scalding Tarn. We will bottom the Scalding Tarn. Take the Steel Cutter. And then just swing. Opponent down to 5. You will see what they draw. You could cast everything because they have 8 black creature cards in their graveyard. Okay. It's unfortunate. So we might have to discard Preordain. Or just a Quarry Steel Cutter. Try to find a bolt off of the Preordain. Yep. Just discard the Steel Cutter. Can't win on the ground. Cast another one. It's, Spell Pierce, I guess. Opponent still has 6 mana, 4 cards in hand. Yep, that does it. I think we're dead here. Yep. So we pretty much have to find 2 bolts. They have lethal. Yep. Okay. Overlord. Draw a card, Mutagenic Growth. Find a Soul Guide Lantern, too late. Find a Darcy. Could block, but they have a lightning counter. Nope, have to concede. Very, very unfortunate play, but we have a 6 lander, which we obviously will maul. It's ridiculous. Let's see. This is kind of tough. We have 2 looks at a possible land if we go Darcy, Bauble. Slick Shot is good. Dart is good. Steel Cutter is good. Let's bottom the Lava Dart. Keep. Opponent kept their 7. We will go Mountain, Dragon's Rage Channeler, and Mishra's Bauble. See what we get. Another Bauble. Yeah, we could keep that to trigger Prowess. Let's go to our opponent's turn. And then we will Bauble them. Emrakul, okay. Up against Eldrazi. Play a Soul Guide Lantern. It's unfortunate. Exiling our Bauble. Find a Steam Fence. Let's shock that in. Maybe we should have gone Arid Mesa. Go Quarry Steelcutter. Spin the land. Cast the Bauble. Get a token. I'd rather keep the expressive iteration since they can exile our graveyard. So we'll just attack for 3. Bauble them in their upkeep again. Let's see what they draw this time. Another Emrakul, alright. So 2 Emrakuls in hand. Play a Boseiju, declaring Flesh Raker. Okay. We do have a Chomp Blocker. Oh, we just accidentally misclicked. We'll go EI. Get a Prowess trigger, surveil, a land into the yard. Lava Dart. Another Darcy. Do we want the Darcy in hand? Probably. Do we just want to cast it? Let's put the Lava Dart in hand. Bottom the Steam Fence. Exile the Darcy. Play a Mountain. And swing. We have 3 types in the yard. Opponent does not block. Just cast the Darcy then. We missed the trigger here, but I guess that's alright. Next turn we will go Slick Shot, Lava Dart. Opponent has 5 cards in hand, 2 of them are Emrakuls. They only have 1 type in the yard, yep, a land. Cast another Glaring Flesh Raker, that's dangerous. Ping us. Cast the Blade of the Blood Chief. So we're up against Brute Scale combo. Deal a bunch of damage to us. Down to 12. Do we equip the blade? So now they have an infinite combo, I think, with the walking ballista and the glaring flash raker. Let's see. Swing for 4. Could bump this. So we'll just jump block with the monk. Or jump block with the Darcy. Could ping the Darcy here. They bump the glaring flash raker. 2 cards in hand, 2 emeralds. They equip the blade somewhere else. Okay. Down to 6 life, we find a preordain. Let's cast a slick shot. Go preordain. Surveil, Prowess, and Flurry. We will equip. Could we kill them? EI. Let's bin that. Creature. Hopefully, so we can hit delirium. I'll land. Okay. We will bin that. Find another slick shot and a preordain. I think neither of them actually. Next turn we're dead. We do draw another slick shot anyway. We'll just swing, see what happens. Opponent has a Soul Guide Lantern, can turn the Darcys off. See whether they block or not. Opponent is blocking the Darcy. Token the other Darcy. Okay, could sack the walking ballista. Let's fetch here. Cast our lava dart. Ping our opponent. Don't think we can get there. Sort of misplayed this. Maybe we should have lava darted the walking ballista. Yep. They kill one of the Darcys. Okay. The unblocked Darcy. I think we're dead here. Okay, so we can pump one more time. Violent Urge, bin. Lava Dart, bin. So let's see. Let's shoot the Lava Dart. At them. Sec. Prowess triggers again. Okay, they gave up. Alright. So up against Brute Skill combo. I think we want the Spell Pierces. Surgicals, the Consigns. Meltdown. Soul Guide Lantern against Emrakul. Let's get rid of the Darcys, because they have main board Graveyard Hate. Spell Snare. Guess the Unholy Heats. Get rid of the Mutagenic Growths. Two Swift Spheres, two Violent Urges. Get bored into Oculi. I think that's too slow. Submit. We're gonna be on the draw. Root scale is pretty good. Let's keep this. We have a free spell, we have two show-offs. Kill Steel Cutter. Opponent down to 6. They do cast a Blade, so our consigns are useless. Let's play the Scalding Tarn and pass. We have a Lightning Bolt possibly for a Bird Scale. Otherwise we will Surveil. Soul Guide Lantern, that's fine. We have no more Darcys, so let's see. We will get our Surveil land. Bauble, let's keep that. So we will just get a mountain here. Go Corey Steel Cutter. Bauble. This could be incorrect. Maybe we should have held Lightning Bolt up. But you can't win them all, right? We will bobble them in their upkeep. They sack the Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. 4 cards in hand. They are drawing a Saga. That's pretty good. They rumble, that's good news. What did they take? The Rithing Chrysalis. Okay. So that thing does have reach. I think we should just go Slick Shot. And could bolt his spawn token. I think we should just bolt their face and swing. Could have used the bobble actually, that was better, because then we would have held bolt up. That's a bit of a punt. Okay. Next turn then. If we get a next turn, of course. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. There's Brute Scale. It's not good for us. We could have had this if we went with the bauble instead of the lightning bolt. But the only thing they can do is create a huge creature. Our Slick Shots would just fly over them. So we would likely just cast the second Slick Shot, bolt, bauble, kill them. Although they might cast an Emrakul now. So that's pretty annoying. Oh, they're gonna kill us with a Walking Ballista. Likely. Yeah, if only we held the bolt up. Could ask our opponent whether they have a ballista. Okay, yeah, there it is. So we should have held on to the bolt. We had the win in hand. Let's bring in the Spell Snare for the Malevolent Rumble. Nah, it's a bit passive. We don't want that. We'll just run it back like this. Yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. We do have a bolt here. We have no threats. Let's keep this. Fetch, Shock, Preordain. Get some threats going. Alright. Fetch and Shock. Preordain. We will bottom both. really looking for a threat. Slick shot is good. Opponent plays Ancient Stirrings. So we will probably go Slick Shot. Bobble. Find a Castle X command. Okay. Don't think they can exile our Slick Shot show off just yet. I think we should just go for the show off here. Maybe plot it. Or deal one more damage. Or just go for it. Try to get another land off the bobble. Because we cannot cast everything here. Yeah, let's just cast it. We will use the bobble then to find that third land. Let's see what our opponent draws. Brute scale. Okay. Excuse me. Opponent does play out the Basking Root Scale. They have a blocker now. We can heat it. They might have another one. Nice. So we will shock in the Steam Vents. Cast the Swift Spear. And cast the other Swift Spear. And then we don't have Delirium. Just unholy heat this thing here. Get a bunch of triggers. And then we will surgically extract it out of their graveyard. Have 2 blades in hand, Castle X command, Saga, Flash Raker, okay. We have a Pyroclasm in there. We deal 11 damage. Opponent down to 6. I think we have it here. Might go Castle X command on the Slick Shot. X equals 2, yep. So they create 2 spawns to block. That's unfortunate. Yep. Okay. So we won't deploy this now, since they would just block. Yep. Okay. They have that glaring Flash Raker that we could bolt. They could create a Saga token. It would be a 1/1. guess they will cast that Glaring Flash Raker. Do we have another blocker? Oh, they have another Castle X command. Okay. X equals 1, okay. Exiling his 5th spear, they have another blocker. Okay, they rumble, get their spawn back. What are they getting here? Fire Sprout? Fire Spout. Oh, they still have a land drop here. Okay. They took the Cavern of Souls. Alright. Meltdown. It's not really useful. Good Bolt. Meltdown. I think we'll just cast a bauble to get one trigger. If they don't block, we can bolt them. They don't block, and we will bolt them. And they concede. Oh, they did block. Huh? Okay, I must have misinterpreted this. I thought they were not blocking. Oh, that's a punt. Castle X command, threat gone. Yep. This is not good. I thought they were not blocking. They do get a Soul Guide Lantern, which is not really useful. There's the Glaring Flash Raker. So they don't deploy. Oh, there's the blade. Yep, they ping us. They will go over to equips. Yep. That would be a 3/3. Okay. Cast another blade. Okay, they pass. We draw a bolt, that's nice, and a spell pierce. So let's just deploy the bolt. We got it.